What's up everyone, it is Andy, welcome back to the channel. First off, as we start this video, I would like to wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving. I hope it has been a wonderful day for you. Here in North Carolina, the weather has been really nice, right around 65 degrees, nice and sunny, not much wind, so it's a nice little change up where I'm at. And yes, I would like to say I'm very thankful for my family, being able to spend time with my wife. You know, it's been a really good day so far, and who does not like stuffing their face with some awesome Thanksgiving food? And understand, maybe you don't celebrate Thanksgiving, but either way, I hope it has been a wonderful day. So what we're going to do today is open this 6-scale Kotubikiya and ArtFX Leatherface statue. And man, this thing is really nice. I actually have taken it out of the box already, but here we have it in the box, just showing you what it looks like in the box. And it is really cool. It came with a few surprises that I was not expecting as I went into purchasing this statue. And if you're a big Leatherface fan, you're going to like this one, and you're probably going to want to add it to your collection. I believe this was right around $180 or so, which is pretty good for a 6-scale, anything 6-scale. I think that's pretty fair. Let me know. I think I'm pretty sure I'm right on that price. Maybe I'm off, but I believe it was right around $180. So what we should do now is go ahead and take a look at this box, just see what the box looks like, and then we're going to get him out of the box, of course. And with a statue, I actually haven't done a statue review yet, but we're gonna get some really cool shots of him and everything. You know, if you've watched the channel before, you are aware of kind of how I do things. And if you haven't been here before, definitely make sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel. I release weekly horror videos, from unboxings and starting to do movie reviews and stuff like that. But I really am a big collector, so if you like collectibles, this is definitely a good spot for you as far as horror goes. So you can see this box, man, it's a big box. I can't really get it all in frame in a good way. But of course we have Mr. Leatherface in there himself. And as we're recording this on Thanksgiving, I can only imagine that Leatherface and the rest of the Sawyer family is probably eating really good today. I thought it was funny to maybe do this one on Thanksgiving, but yeah, I can only imagine the Sawyer family's eating good today, right? Let me know what you think. So on the side here we have some writing and stuff, kind of the intro of the movie. I like the back of the box. You have him like, it's like a shattered thing here, but there he is poking out. And here we have some poses of him, just what he's going to look like once we get him out. And I do have to admit, I've already taken him out one time just to check everything. And man, this figure looks really nice. I'm excited about it as a Leatherface fan, as a horror collector. I think you're going to be really excited once I take this thing out. If you did not purchase it already, you're going to probably change your mind and decide to go ahead and get this one. You could probably still get it on Sideshow and get it on like a layaway flex or something like that, so it's definitely an option. Without further ado, we're going to go ahead and take him out of the box, get all the plastic off, and get the base out too. And let's go ahead and jump into that right now. Alright, so here we have Leatherface out of the box, and from first impression, I must say this thing really looks awesome. I really do think it does, and especially for that price point of around $180, it's going to be hard to beat a statue that's a 6-scale version of Leatherface like this. I don't know how many other ones there are, but I think this one looks really good. I saw 3-0 came out with their 3rd-scale versions that will be releasing sometime next year. I did make a video on those, and I do think the price is pretty crazy, but if you do want something that's bigger, you could definitely look into those. But I think a 6-scale statue is plenty big for what I like to collect as far as Leatherface stuff goes. Of course, it would be cool to have a life-size version, but this thing looks really awesome in my opinion. We're going to go ahead and take him off of the metal base that he's on, so he does come with a nice metal base that he is able to magnetically attach to, and you can take him off of the base and he stands just fine, honestly. But we have this side of the base which I decided to display him with, and I think this looks really cool. You know, the film which you are about to see, you know, goes through the whole thing of the intro of the movie with all those crazy gruesome shots you get in the beginning. So that's a cool little accessory or base to have, so you can display him with that. And you have an alternate side that just says the Texas Chainsaw Massacre with some white writing. It does, you know, it looks good on the black background. It definitely pops, but I think this side is the one I'm going to always have him displayed with. Let me know which one would you rather have him displayed with. I think this is for sure which way I'm going to be using it. But we'll go ahead and put that to the side. It is a nice metal base, pretty sturdy and everything. And once he attaches to it, it's, you know, it's very magnetic to say the least. He is it's kind of hard to get him off of it. But overall, the figure is nice and sturdy, or the statue is really, you know, it's pretty heavy, which is good, of course. But we're going to start with this head sculpt, and man, it looks pretty awesome. As far as the screen or movie accuracy goes, it definitely does the job. So you can see you even have these ropes coming out of the face where he's kind of stitched everything together like a crazy madman. But yeah, these do move around. You can kind of pose those however you would like to, so maybe that's something you should be aware of. Maybe those could break off, but I don't think so. I mean, there's some kind of plastic, but you know, you probably just don't want to sit there and mess with them way too much. But it definitely is a cool thing to have those on there. I'm just kind of leaving them how they are for now. But just checking out the whole head sculpt here, it is sick, man. And we'll just spin it around real quick so you can kind of catch a glimpse of the hair and everything. And it does look really cool. Very movie accurate in my opinion. So you can check out the stitches even on the mask holding everything together. It's pretty crazy, and there's like a staple on the side. I'm going to try to get a good shot here of the eyes. The eyes are kind of hard to see. There you can kind of see at least the left one a little bit, but yeah, they're pretty sunk back in there. Not a big deal to me at all, because when you get it in person, you can definitely see them. Look at those nasty, gritty teeth he has too. Those are gross. They almost look like gold teeth from here, but they're just really yellowed and just all jaggedy. They look really, really bad, but it's perfect for Leatherface, of course. There's a lot of detail on the mask overall, and to me, it definitely does a great job of looking like Leatherface from the film. So now we'll just take a look at the shirt he has on and just kind of go down the body here and talk about some of the details I see. This shirt is really cool. I really have not owned that many statues, so this is just something different for me. And I like how, you know, it's able to have all this pose, these wrinkles already in here. So not something you have to sit there and try to do yourself. It's already like that. It's nice and dirtied up. He has it kind of tucked in, so you can see that would make it wrinkled up, but it just looks like this shirt has been used quite a bit. Even some nice marks back here. And it looks really, really cool. But checking out his arms, you can see once you get it a little bit closer up, you can definitely tell that's some painted on arm hair, which of course it's going to be, but as you get a little bit further away, it does a great job of looking like arm hair to me. I mean, I think it's definitely works. He has his bracelet on, and I can't remember exactly. I'm just going to call it a charm bracelet, but whatever kind of charm Leatherface is carrying around, he's got his wicked bracelet on. And we'll go down just checking out the tie, of course, he has on. You know, that looks good. And we're going to be talking about the chainsaw, don't you worry. We'll just check out kind of the apron too. There is another version of this that's like an extremely bloody version, but I thought it was kind of excessive. If you wanted to add blood to it, you definitely could, but I like how there's just some stained or running down the apron here. And we can check out the back of him too. Nice dirtied up jeans or pants, and a lot of detail. You can tell he's been wearing those quite a bit. Don't think this guy changes into too many outfits. He does in the movie a few times, but, you know, I think he likes to wear this stuff quite a bit. And, of course, he has his boots on that are pretty cool. And you can see on the bottom of the boots, those are the magnets. So, as I was talking about earlier, once it's on there, it does stick really well on that base, which is a good thing. It's really great that it attaches so well like that. But, yeah, those are the magnets that get them attached to the base. But let's check out this chainsaw real quick. Nice detail on the chainsaw. It's pretty bloodied up, not too much, but it's kind of hard to see here on camera. There's some nice blood on there and a lot of wear and tear on this chainsaw. You can tell he has used it a ton, which is cool. So as he's standing right now, I'm actually going to put him back on the base here. As he's standing right now, this is one pose you can have him in. So this is something I did not know, kind of a surprise after I got this figure. I'm going to go ahead and pull out the instructions that he comes with, and this was really cool to see that there is another option to have him displayed. So you can see in these instructions, you can take both of the arms out actually, and you can straighten the left arm and kind of move the right arm a little bit, and you can pull the cord out of the chainsaw to have him looking like this in the step 4, which is something I'm going to do right now. It can be a little bit tricky. I did do it beforehand, and I'm going to suggest grabbing either like a pin or some kind of tweezers or something so you can get that rope out, because unless you got really long fingernails or something like that. But yeah, what you do is you just take this back side of the chainsaw off. When you get them, there'll be some plastic there, but at first I was kind of scared to get it off, but overall this thing seems pretty sturdy. So that's what it looks like once you take it off. And all you got to do, I'm just using a little pencil here. There you go. You get it off of that little ball there, and now we have that pulled out. Let me set that to the side real quick, and we're going to take these arms out. Again, it's kind of weird, just, you want to be careful with them. Once you get them out one time, they come off a little bit easier. But the only thing that can be a little bit tricky is getting those hands off like that. But you really can pull this pretty well. And just go ahead and get the hands off just like that. So now that's off. You could realistically just leave that one on. There's not a huge reason to take that one off. But yeah, we'll have him holding the chainsaw down a little bit more. And you can put this back on. You don't really have, I guess you don't have to take the arm off, but realistically it just makes it okay. So you can't move this arm, you can only move the left arm, that's right. So sorry about that, but you can just take the arm off to make it a little bit easier getting this the handle of the rope of the chainsaw in there. Kind of just put that in there. You don't want to be too forceful with it, but it's kind of hard to get a good angle on that right there. But let's see how it looks once I have put that arm back in. And yeah, see, it is a little bit tricky getting the handle of the rope in there, but just snap that back on. And let's see here. You could have it just like that, I think you could get it a little bit more forcefully in there, but I definitely don't want to break it during the video. It's kind of hard to do it while talking and trying to explain through this too. But yeah, that is probably how I'm gonna have him posed. I'm not gonna lie, that just looks sick. And you could turn this arm down a little bit more to have him more at an angle like that, however you want to. But I thought that was a really cool option to have him be able to just be displayed two different ways, not something I expected with a statue. And also one other thing I forgot, kind of another surprise, is you can move this head up and down. But I think maybe you would want to have it up, because if you move it all the way down, then he's like literally just looking at the ground. I don't know. I mean, maybe he's kind of looking down at the chainsaw though. So however you would want to do that, I just kind of like having it up. You can turn it side to side a little bit too, so something like that. I must say this thing is really nice, especially for that price point. I've paid a lot for some 6 scale figures, but this right here has kind of solidified my idea of wanting to buy more statues and get into stuff that's not as complicated. You don't have to really pose this that much. You do have options. You can move the head, you can mess with the chainsaw and mess with the arms a little bit, but otherwise he's going to stay standing really good. You don't have to mess with those legs and get kind of annoyed with all of that. Let me know though what you think about this figure or the statue. I think it looks really amazing in my opinion. A solid 9 or almost 10 out of 10. It's hard to hate on something like Leatherface that I really love, but as far as the price point and the way he looks and being able to pose him a few different ways, they really knocked it out of the park with this. So I'm looking forward to more ArtFX or Kotubikiya horror releases, and I think it'll be really cool to add some more to my collection. What I'm going to do now though is just take him over to the light box and get him spinning around and show you some poses. We're not really, we don't have too many poses to show, but just show you as he spins around. You'll get him in a little bit better light and be able to check that out as I wrap this video up. So I do want to thank everybody for watching this video. Again, let me know what you think about this statue, maybe where you rate it, or have you already purchased this thing, or now that you've watched this video, are you considering purchasing it? Please do make sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe. I hope everybody had a wonderful Thanksgiving holiday and is able to enjoy their weekend with hopefully not having to work too much. Maybe you got a few days off like myself. It's nice to have a little bit of break from life and everything. I also have another video that will be coming out either tomorrow or possibly Sunday, maybe into Monday, is going to be the Venomized Groot Hot Toys. I do know it's not extremely horror related, but once you see this thing, you're definitely going to think it's pretty horrific, definitely in its own way. And although it is a Marvel thing, I'm not going to do too much of that on the channel. But if I think it's horror in my mind, I'm going to put it up here. So I want to thank you for watching, and I hope everybody has a wonderful rest of their weekend. Have a good one, and I'll see you soon.